Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Melannie Denise Cunningham. Watch your step.
Can we just take a breath together? And out. Ooh. One more breath. Ooh, it's so good to see you. So good to see you, beautiful people. Thank you, Tom. Thank you for that beautiful introduction. Some of those things, did I say that? I forgot I said that. Thank you for the reminder, and Francis, it's always good to see you, always. So, hello family, hello friends, hello fellow advocates, hello advocates for peace. Good afternoon. I'm Melannie Denise Cunningham. As was stated, I'm the 2018 Greater Tacoma Peace Laureate. And when I found out that I was the Peace Laureate, I really didn't know, Lucas, what that was. I'm like, Peace Laureate? Let me urbanize that a little bit. So I just called myself Peace Queen. And it's just taken its life of its own. So it is an honor. And I wrote my words down because I know I have 7 minutes and I can take you till tomorrow afternoon if we want to. So let me write it. I wrote it down. Okay. It is an honor to stand before you today on the occasion of the 2024 International Day of Peace. We gather not just as citizens of our respective nations, but as members of a global community united by a common aspiration to cultivate a culture of peace. This year's theme is both a call to action and a reminder of the collective responsibility we share in shaping a more harmonious world. In a time where conflicts and division often dominate the headlines, the notion of cultivating peace may seem daunting. Yet, it is precisely during such times that our commitment to peace must be unwavering. What does it mean to cultivate a culture of peace? It goes beyond the mere absence of war or conflict. A culture of peace is a set of values, attitudes, and behaviors that reflect respect for life, human dignity, and all human rights. It is a culture where dialogue prevails over violence. It is a culture where diversity is celebrated rather than feared. It is a culture where the seeds of empathy and understanding are sown in the hearts of every individual. Cultivating such a culture requires us to address the root causes of conflict: inequality, injustice, and intolerance. It calls for a transformation in how we interact with one another, how we educate our youth, and how we govern our societies. Education is the cornerstone of this transformation. By teaching our children the values of empathy, respect, and cooperation, we lay the foundation for a more peaceful future. Education should not only impart knowledge, but also foster critical thinking and open-mindedness. It should encourage young minds to question prejudices and to understand the interconnectedness of our global community. Let us invest in curriculum that promotes peace education, that highlights the shared history and common destiny of humanity. When we empower the next generation with these values, my friends, we equip them to become ambassadors of peace in their own right. At the heart of a culture of peace is dialogue. Open and honest communication can bridge divides that seem insurmountable. It allows us to see beyond stereotypes and to recognize the shared humanity in those who may appear different from us. In our communities, let us create spaces where dialogue is encouraged, whether through community centers, interfaith gatherings, or cultural exchanges. By fostering understanding, we can reduce tensions and prevent conflicts before they arise. While systemic change is crucial, we must not underestimate the power of individual actions. Each of us has a role to play in cultivating peace. It begins with introspection, examining our own biases and behaviors. Are we contributing to division, or are we agents of unity? Small acts of kindness, standing up against injustice and promoting inclusivity in our daily lives can have a ripple effect far beyond what we might imagine. As Mahatma Gandhi famously said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." In this digital age, technology can be a powerful tool for peace. Social media and online platforms have the potential to connect people across borders and cultures. Let us harness these tools to spread messages of hope. Let us harness these tools to educate and to mobilize for positive change. However, we must also be vigilant against the misuse of technology that can spread misinformation and foster division. Responsible use of media is essential in cultivating a culture of peace. Governments and institutions have a significant responsibility also in this endeavor. Policy should be geared towards reducing inequality, protecting human rights, and promoting social justice. International cooperation is essential in addressing global challenges such as climate change, pandemics, and humanitarian crises, all of which have profound implications for peace. We urge our leaders to prioritize diplomacy over aggression, to seek collaborative solutions, and to uphold the principles enshrined in the United Nations Charter. Today, as we reflect on the theme of cultivating a culture of peace, let us recognize that peace is not a distant ideal, but a practical necessity. Our survival depends on our ability to live together in harmony. The challenges we face are too great for us to remain divided. I call upon each of you to take this message to heart. Let us commit to fostering peace in our homes. Let us commit to fostering peace in our communities and our nations. Let us build bridges where there are walls and sow seeds of understanding where there is ignorance. In closing, remember that peace is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, perseverance, and unwavering commitment. But together, we can create a world where peace is not just an aspiration, but a reality for all. And at this moment, I would like to take this opportunity to invite you to the 15th convening of the People's Gathering a Revolution of Consciousness conference happening virtually on October 10th. It is an emergency. Do you understand? It is an emergency convening. And the theme is a call to unity. A call to unity. It's time, my friends. We have to change the tone of our national rhetoric and move decisively towards love, kindness, understanding, and peace. And it is important to recognize our individual parts in doing so. The People's Gathering is a professional development conference that helps individuals advance their skills in anti-racist leadership practices. You can find more at thepeoplesgathering.com. Let us leave here today inspired to cultivate peace in every aspect of our lives. The future is in our hands, and it is a future that can be bright and peaceful if we choose to make it so. Thank you, and may peace be with you all.
Thank you, Melannie.